All Tomi Lahren was basically doing is she was running the I deserve a high value man playbook. Why? Because I'm the crap. I'm a single woman. I'm a high earner. I'm this, I'm that. And she started out with her list, but here's the problem. Tomi Lahren, adjustable 6. An adjustable 6, which means she can be a 6 up to an 8, but for the most part, she hangs in that cute range. And she wants a man that's not on her looks level. Back into the list. You got to be single. I agree. You need to be single. But ladies, like it or not, you guys wanted this deregulated open sexual market. This is what you got. Don't text without plans. Unfortunately, you and your girlfriends, women have lowered the price of casual sex. So now you got Netflix and chill. You want fine dining treatment in a fast food market. Make plans. But here's where she started to go off the rails. Value. Why? Why does she want you to value? Because that's what she has to pay with. She is not hot enough to be trying to demand the high price she's asking. She's a solid Honda Accord and she wants Mercedes prices. How many times have we heard these same things come from too many of our sisters? I got my degree. I got a good job. I got that. All that. I heard people in the chat room saying she sounds like a lot of sisters, and that's true. Be consistent. Don't ghost her and don't be a bee. That's what she said. Tomi Lahren was reading out of the woman's playbook who she chose to become an ambitious, career-driven woman. And she said, guys don't want a 27-year-old woman in the danger zone. Because she's 27 and in the danger zone. Guys don't want a 27-year-old woman in the danger zone. Danger zone. They would rather have a 21-year-old who's just sitting over there being pretty. And that's where we're at. So black women, remember when I said colorism? Colorism does exist. It does. But just like however, isms, I rarely see a woman of any skin tone who is feminine, beautiful, inspirational, cooperative, easy to get along with, friendly, who has the kind of problems. What did she say? I'm a direct communicator. That's another word for being a ball breaker. Her last point was don't be a bee. And that's really what a lot of guys consider women like that. So, sisters, what is Tomi Lahren teaching you? She's teaching you that even if you're a thin white woman and you have this kind of attitude, you cannot get a high value man to stick around. She's teaching you that if you're a thin white woman with blonde hair, if you act like this, you'll get a harsh kind of treatment. Remember when I said it's not your skin tone as much as it's your attitude? It's an attitude. So yes, I'm trolling in the title. You doggone right I am. Because I need to get your attention so you can realize that Tomi Lahren has been getting drugged in the media. She is a conservative pundit. People have been calling her a feminist left and right. People are like, she's lost it so much so that we got to talk about something. But before we get into that, man, we got to get these likes up. And I'll go back and I'll cut that part of that segment out. But here's the thing. We gotta get the likes up, man, because that's what's going on over here. She's been getting drugged to death. Drugged for filth in the media. Why? Because here's something that black men can learn. Black people can learn. Let me take that back. Why is Tomi Lahren getting drugged? Because she is playing the old game. While you used to could just say anything you want to about men, but this cancel culture, online, men have been getting their voice and now they're finally pushing back. In under 4 days, This whole story went from what happened then to what we're about to learn now.
Oh, waiting for y'all to just join on in here. Some of you, I probably will answer some questions later on, but I have some things I need to go through first. All right. So for those of you the other night, I believe it was Monday night, who watched my PSA for boyish men, it has since gained a little bit of traction. I also posted it on Facebook, and I think it's sitting at about 1.5 million views right now. So obviously it picked up a little bit of talks, which is okay. Not like I'm not used to that. I'm very used to it. But I did want to clear a few things up about that video and just expand on it a little bit, because that's always important. You can't ever say everything you want to say in 15 minutes. And I've heard a lot of comments on it, a lot of praise, a lot of criticism. So I figured I'd just go through some of them if y'all are ready. All right. So first of all, some of the misperceptions and misconceptions about some of the things I said in that video that I want to go through real quick. First and foremost, okay? I don't think all men are trash. And I also want to again
Came in and shut this shit down. Tomi Lahren is teaching black women a very valuable lesson. A very valuable lesson. What is that? You cannot just drag men and get away with it. The point I made, and I have to keep toggling because people talk about echo. We're going to have to deal with the echo. The point I made is, notice Tomi's demeanor. Notice how she's coming in to fix this. She said all men are trash. That's what she said. All men are trash. She didn't edit anything. She doubled and tripled down. She was full of that because she didn't get any pushback. Why? Because this playbook had worked in the black community for 50 years. But see, the white community, other communities where they have family system, patriarchy, family values, if nothing else, they have seen what is happening in our community. What happens when you let this gender war take root? Men are pushing back and they are shutting this crap down. Tomi Lahren has got something to teach you. Think about it. This was going on in our community for 50 years. This didn't even get a week. She made a video on Monday, and on Thursday, she was back. He was moonwalking backwards like a mug.
That I made between boys and men. There is a big difference between boys and men. And I'm not talking about an age difference. I'm talking about a mentality difference. If you are a man and you watched that and you thought that I was calling you trash, I will apologize for that, because I don't think all men are trash. I don't think any men are trash at all. I think that some boys who think that they are men have a tendency, shall we say, in 2020 to not quite act the right way. And I'm not saying that girls act the right way, mind you. Okay, this is an equal opportunity situation here, but I'm not a dude, in case you haven't noticed. I don't identify as a dude, I'm not a dude. So for me to do a video about how crappy women are in the dating scene, I really don't think I could offer you that much knowledge on it, because I've never dated a girl yet. Okay.
Ladies, Tomi's got something to teach you. She said, I just made a video talking about how crappy it is dating men in the dating scene. But I'm not a dude. So stop asking me to talk about how bad it is being a man in the dating scene, because I don't date him. See, she is teaching. She's got something to teach you, black women. When brothers or men start coming out talking about their experiences in the dating world, stop and you ask the same questions that she got from men. She said it. I'm a woman. I got to give it to you from a woman's standpoint. And I can't tell you what it's like to be you. I'm just telling you what it's like to be me. See, that will work in an environment where they're actually trying to keep families together, trying to keep relationships together. But see, people will come over to men or women in the black community, and the men will ask the women to talk about how bad y'all are. And the women will ask the men, talk about how bad you are. This is a college level course. And ladies, what are you learning from Tomi? She came in running the, I'm strong, independent, don't need no man. I'm high value and I got standards and you don't chase no man. I ain't gonna compete for no man. Don't do that. She should have been up there singing I Will Survive with Gloria Gaynor, and Beyonce could have been singing and dancing in the background. But they shut that crap down because they're trying to keep their families. They're trying to keep their relationships. And now she's out here in a softer, more gentle tone doing this.
So I can't help you there. I'm not saying that girls are perfect and men are awful or boys are awful. I'm not saying that, never would say that. I'm sure that there are many horrible girls out there that do many horrible things. I myself am not perfect. I acknowledge that. I'm happy to acknowledge it. So I wanted to clear that up. Men, I don't think you're trash. I happen to quite like men.
I'm gonna time you out if you ask me one more question.
Especially real men who act like men and who treat women the right way. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit, but I want to clear up some other misperceptions about the video, things that maybe you guys were confused about, so I can help you out. It was not in any way, shape, or form about my ex-fiance. Okay? My ex-fiance is a saint. My ex-fiance is a great individual, a great man, and the woman that ends up with him is going to be incredibly lucky because all the things that I bitched about in that video, he didn't do any of those things. He's a great guy. So I want to clear that up. It wasn't me being scorned about a broken off engagement. It wasn't me being scorned about a bad breakup. I haven't dated anybody in months. So it wasn't about that, and it wasn't about my ex-fiance. So I want to clear that up. If he's watching or his friends are watching, not about him.
So, if you're new to my channel, stop asking me all these questions. You're going to have to sit your butt down and pay attention. All you people with short attention spans, this is a place for people with intelligence and can think longer than 2 minutes. Where's the colorism part? Sit your ass down and listen. And if you can't wait until I tie it all together, leave. Like I said, this woman had to come back and say, oh, first off, let me clear this up about Brad. Brad is a wonderful man. It ain't about Brad. Brad is, walks on water. And about Brad or his friends or anything else, she had to go apologize to white men. Because her money's on the line, black men. See, when you control the economy that your women work in, they have to worry about your image. This is why I say, brothers, we got to build vertical. As long as they're working for somebody else, they can tear up our image because they're going to work in their companies. Oh, we're going to get a little bit of everybody's going to got today. Because Tomi got to go back and clear up Brad because Brad and him came for her. And Brad and him can actually impose consequences. Black men, we can't impose any consequence on our women globally. Locally, yes. Globally, no. 4 days. Actually, it wasn't even 4 days. It happened inside of 4 hours. See, it's not where the colorism part, like I told you 2 or 3 weeks ago, it's not your skin color, it's your attitude. She came in with the typical black girl attitude. Is that clear enough for you? Or do you need me to get you a picture book? You need me to get the big Crayolas out? Is that clear enough for you now? She came in here with the typical black girl power playbook. Even though she's a conservative pundit, she tried to touch that liberal feminist stuff and she got destroyed. So, understand something. If you go in the world talking like Tomi Lahren does, sisters, and you think you get a bad response and you say, well, it's because my dark skin. No. It's your attitude. It's the attitude more than anything else. Yes, it's always going to be a factor, but it's your attitude.